3-2 against Everton today. I mean, what can we take from that game?
Well, what do you want to talk about first of all, lads, and everyone in the chat? Do you want to talk about the football, or do you want to talk about the death of the football club and the welcome of the business corporation? Well, where should we start with this?
Let's start with the football, and then we'll get on to the business corporation. But like that first half, does that tell you that that's a team still fighting for this manager?
Nope. I will say these senior. It's a different set of senior players that are again throwing a manager under a bus. Apart from Kulusevski, listen, Andrew's got. We'll come on to Andrew and everything. These are the only players that look like they're actually trying and putting some respect on that badge and wanting to run through brick walls and wanting to do well are the youngsters and Kulusevski. That's it. That is it. It's just another group of prima donnas. How many times have I come on here and said when the going gets tough, the weak go hide him?
Yep.
There was a fight today from Everton. There was a fight, and we had no answer. Like Stel said, the ball's over the top. You're 1-0 down. The midfield was non-existent. Centre of defence, non-existent. The second goal, Radu Dragusin looked like he was walking the goal scorer down the aisle, as opposed to bloody well defending. Put a goddamn tackle in.
Yeah.
Put a tackle in. Show some skill. There's no fight. There's no fight. A brand new stat to add to this collection. Ange Postecoglou is the first manager in 41 years at Spurs where we've lost our opening 3 games in the new year in the Premier League. Another stat to throw onto the pile of these stats that people want to bring out. I don't know what I'm watching at the moment, but it certainly isn't Tottenham Hotspur Football Club.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking, me and Amir, before, and some people that we're speaking to only were born in the 2000s, early 2000s. They don't even remember what it was like in the mid to late 90s. I mean, or even the early 2000s. But we're back there, aren't we?
We are. I mean, Son, God bless him, is shot to bits. Any other season, that opportunity he has where he's through on goal, any other season, that's in the back of the net.
Yeah.
And we're turning round. He's becoming less and less effective, whether it's he's knackered, whether it's we can't get his form, whether it's the players around him. Like he's always had some stars around him that are on his wavelength. We haven't even got that anymore.
No,
we haven't even got that. Everywhere you look is a downgrade. And again, the youngsters are leading the way again. Like you said, Ben, on a few times, and like a few people are saying, in pre-season, the youngsters showed that they've got hunger. They've got desire. They've got a dedication and commitment to the badge. These players, if I had my way, I'd recall Phillips right now, Divine right now. Obviously, can't recall. I'd recall Scarlett now, because when we get onto my public enemy number 1, we're certainly not going to bring in the talent that's needed. At least the youngsters will fight. At least the youngsters, and even Ben, like you and I said. When we were talking about it yesterday, when we did the update on Solanke, and you said play Reguilon and Spence, so Porro can be rested because he's needed for Europe. He can't even do that. He can't even do that.
Just a lot of the decisions that this manager makes just don't make sense, in my opinion. And now we have lost this game. And if, you had your words to say about Ange before this game, but now this game has taken place and we saw what happened on that pitch, particularly in the first half. Is his job untenable now?
100 billion%, and I hate saying that, and there's reasons why I'm saying that. First of all, these players, I think we can see, or people can estimate that the senior, and I mean the senior players, aren't playing for him. So how much longer do you accept they're not trying to put in a shift? They're not doing. Don't get me wrong, Andrew's got the injuries and all that, which aren't the players' fault. They're being worked like dogs. But how long, if these players aren't playing, do you continue? This could be. We talk about the players, like you said, players coming back. Simeon mentioned, but as the players come back, other players are out. You cannot be 3-0 down at Everton. The last time they scored two or more goals in a game was in 2022. We all went into this game saying they cannot score goals. Well, they scored 3 in the first half. But what people have to understand is it doesn't matter. I've been saying it for ages. It does not matter who comes in. We're here again in 18 months, regardless. And if a lot of people, even yourself, Ben, are going on about Iriola, who is doing such a wonderful job at Bournemouth, why the hell would you want to come to Tottenham? It's a black mark in your managerial CV. Why not stay and continue performing well at Bournemouth or wherever? And in a couple of years, when Pep goes or a big club goes, they'll come for you because they can see what you can do. They can see that with backing, this guy can do something. If Iriola comes to Tottenham, he won't get backed. He'll be told, you see these players we've got, do stuff with them, make them better. You're a coach. It doesn't matter if he stays, we'll go further down the table. It doesn't matter who comes, we'll stay where we are. And then in 18 months, we'll be here. It doesn't matter. I want Ange Postecoglou to go full on Conte now. Because he cannot. On Friday, we're going, yeah, I'm really happy with the way the team are working behind the scenes to get transfers done. Yet we're going into the 20th day of the window. More injuries are piling up and not one clear indication of improving. I was doing some research. November the 6th, we were 7th in the league. 7th. November the 6th. We're 15th now, and we're honestly looking behind our shoulders in front instead of up right now. On December the 19th, when Liverpool scored their 5th goal and went 5-1 up, I put a tweet out and I said, THFC as a football club are finished. As a football club. I said, we are a business. We are a multi-purpose entertainment complex with an ever-growing property portfolio that plays football as a side hustle. I got a lot of positive reaction to it, but a load of negative. Well, since that, we have taken Tamworth to extra time, or Tamworth have taken us to extra time. We haven't won a Premier League game. We have more injuries. We're 15th, but don't forget, we have a Korean bakery and coffee house, and 50 Cent is coming. They plan ahead for the summer for the concerts, don't they? As soon as a big concert or event's available, snap it up. Let's get it. But when it comes to actual football talent, when you have months to try and get your players in for your manager, within a week, we're looking for opportunities. Well, I tell you what, this summer, don't try and book anything. Just go for opportunities. See if Jedward or Steps want to do a concert reunion, and let's get this kind of talent into the football, because it's what we do with our transfers. Let's just see if Gareth Gates wants to make a comeback. Let's look for opportunities. Let's look for opportunities.
There you go.
It's what, mate. How can you sit here and go, yeah, we're gonna, and Ange Postecoglou sits there and takes it? I'm really happy with how we're working behind the scenes to bring in players.
So it's funny. It's funny, Daigle, that you actually mentioned Ange doing a Conte, because Ben and I were speaking about that. He doesn't think that Ange has it in him to do a Conte. What do you think?
He'd probably do it more diplomatically. Conte just burnt the place down, didn't he? He just literally said, right, I'm going down. I'm going to go down with a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
And
how can you see Ange doing a Conte when literally 24 hours ago, 48 hours ago, he was saying how happy he is with the way the club are working?
Mate, do you know what? And I'm so upset that Ange is just sitting here taking it. And do you know what? For the people that said, don't worry, we've got to get through the storm. We've got to get through the storm. As I just said, November the 6th, we're 7th.
Yeah.
We are here now at January the 19th, we're 15th. How longer do you go, yeah, once we get through this, we'll be okay? And then when people go, Arteta was 8th, 5th, blah, blah, you weren't 15th.
Yeah. You know, Brian, a lot of fans, I think, you know, if you look at social media, you know, Mikey came on earlier, said he's turned now into the Ange out camp. How long do you reckon it will take Levy? Because Levy, whether you want to say about this, you know, every 18 months you talk about it, you know, we fire the manager. we've never been this bad, and we've always sacked managers for being around 7th, 8th. You know, whenever top 4 looks lost, we seem to sack the manager. Ange has got a lot more leeway than that, than previous managers, right? So how bad does it have to get for Levy now to actually bite the bullet and say, you know, Ange ain't the guy for us? Do you think that is coming?
Well, you know why he's got more leeway, don't you? Because like I just said, 50 Cent and all these events are coming. They're what brings in the money more than the European football. It's like, we're not getting the European football money, but we'll get the boxing, the NFL, the fights, the concerts, whatever event you want to do there. And like I said, I wish that football stadium was used every single day apart from the day before and match day to generate revenue for us to be able to strengthen this team. But it does not go to this team. It does not go to make. So I think I've said, and I said to a few people, the only win I can think I can personally guarantee Premier League, or say in my heart of hearts I think we're going to win, is Southampton at home. That's the only game this season. For the remainder of the season, if I had to bet everything I had, because people going, oh, we've got Leicester next, it'll be easy. No, well, we're going to Germany on Thursday. Got to play pretty much full squad because we've got to get into that top 8 to avoid that playoff. So they're going to play. Kulusevski will be forced to play again. Porro, like you said, Ben, because he didn't play Reguilon, will be forced to play. There's players that will be forced to play again. And then we've got to play Leicester on Sunday. And I've got a very good friend who's a Leicester fan, Wayne Holland, who said, you know what, we're losing under Van Nistelrooy, but you can see there is a game plan there. We're missing easy opportunities and giving away stupid, but our shape is better. We're disciplined. We're just conceding goals from stupid errors. But they say, and he's saying, listen, he's going, we're bad, we're down, whatever. But he's like, you can see what Ruud is trying to do. There is a shape. We're the masters of our own downfall. And I can't see us coming back from Germany, A, injury-free, B, no players in. But the great thing is Buzzword Bingo is going to be brilliant tomorrow. I can't wait for Buzzword Bingo tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic. And I just can't see what's going on. But if we don't, I think if he doesn't go tomorrow, and let's be honest, if he went tomorrow, no one would say, do you know what, that's bang out, or be shocked. I think if we don't beat Leicester and we don't get a victory, this week is huge. But then you look at it, are we going to spend money if he's that close to the exit? Yeah. This is it. We have facilitated this, and until there is wholesale change at this business club, until there is wholesale change, we will not be a football club. Until there is wholesale change, whether it be someone comes in and says, Levy, you are not touching the football side. You are going nowhere near it. Business, you stay, or my dreams come true and he's completely gone. This will be forever a business club where Europe is replaced with concerts, where quality players are replaced with youngsters and prima donnas, where the supporters have now become clients. You look at it, in the 90s when things were bad, there was a connection, and I'll go back to the 90s when I had my season ticket. There was a connection between that club and the supporters. We knew we weren't great, but there was a connection. There's no connection here. There's disconnection, disheartenment. You got owners that just do not give a monkeys about the fans, unless you're the ones that are coming and spending all the money. If you're an actual hardcore fan that follows this club, home, away, Europe, you're nothing to them. You're just a guaranteed season ticket sale, and that's it.
Yeah. And even if you want to leave your seat empty as a protest, they'll take your season ticket away after 3 games with the seat empty. So what can fans do to make their voices heard?
Well, this is the thing, and this is where you find out where we are as a club. There's got to be one game near the end of the season, and I mean a home game. There's got to be one home game at the end of the season where there's nothing to play for, because obviously we're not going to get Europe via the league. And if we're out of all the cups, surely the fans can come on board like the filth did for that one game when thousands didn't go. If there is nothing to play for, no trophies, Tottenham are in the bottom half of the table since moving to the game-changing stadium that promised such riches and fortunes and glory. If fans can't for one game, and I understand some people aren't in a financial position to say, I cannot leave it, unattended for XYZ games. But if there was a Category C game or whatever, and someone was just like, do you know what, we have to make a stand because protests aren't working, because people say they'll turn up and they don't. The ones that do, fair play to you. Obviously, the international fan base that get, I start getting annoyed when they get called tourist fans now, because I am an international fan.
Yeah.
I know for a fact the tourist fans, if they could fly over to a game and protest, we'd have thousands.
Yeah,
Thousands will give up their time.
Daigle, some of them are a lot more noisy than the locals when they're in the stadium as well, I've noticed.
100%. It's just that this has been allowed and tolerated to stagnate. As a football club, sorry, as a on the pitch, we're throwing managers under the bus once again, just a brand new set of players. They are absolutely exhausted by what is now looking like a manager that has lost the dressing room, and his training regime has. And I will say, do you know what? Fair play to Ange on one thing. He did try to mix it up formation-wise or whatever, but it's too late. It's too late. You should have done this when we had the star player or the key players that were available to really help this system. Again, Sonny up front when we know he's not up front, when you've got Will Lancashire and Richarlison.
Yeah.
You got, like you said, like Ben said, you got Reguilon who can't play, but you're playing Porro. Dragusin looks like I didn't get to. Was it a concussion sub? It came in the end.
I think so. I don't know
So
if
that's him out for 2 weeks.
I don't know if it was a concussion sub or not. I don't know.
Well, first of all, let's pray that Radu's okay and it's not a concussion. But if it is, that's him gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Johnson, is it right what I heard that it's come out that Johnson's injury, the famous medical team or term, is worse than first feared?
That's what Sim said when he came on, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I had something sent to me saying, I can't remember who said it, but they said it has sustained a concerning injury.
Someone in the comments is saying Ange confirmed it's 3 to 4 weeks.
So 3 to 4 weeks now. What are we talking? That's what, mid-Feb?
Solanke minimum 6 weeks, they're saying.
That's both after the semi-final, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, mate, listen, we are rotten to the core. We are rotting. We're crumbling. Yeah, we are literally falling apart. It's not even funny anymore. The fact, the Spurs watch, bless them, said, just to let you know, relegation watch, Southampton are losing. That's what we're doing now. We are looking over our shoulders.
Ipswich are losing 3-0, Brian.
Good for them. Go, mate. I don't know how much worse it's going to get, but it's not getting better anytime soon. That's for damn sure. Good
Brian,
times.
Always a pleasure to speak to you, my friend.
See you later,
I'll speak to you soon.